Hi, this is Anna from Phenomena Paints, and I'm back with some more stenciling with AbraCadabra. This is our Raised Stenciling powder. Here it is. It's a white powder which we can mix in a paint of any color and make raised stencils. So I have pre-mixed some of the colors. This is a purple color. It's a rusty orchid in our palette, and I will be using this color for the grapes. Here is yellow, green color, and I will be using this for the leaves, and this is the black, and I'll be using this for this text here. I have pre-mixed them and leave them on the desk. I usually use 1 teaspoon of 1 teaspoon of a powder in 1 tablespoon of any paint. This is black, and this is purple, dark purple, and that's green. That's forest. The purple is rusty orchid, and black is Noir. So I'm going to start with the black here, and I'll be using putty knife. This putty knife I've used it, it's damaged. It's about 1.5 inch putty knife, I believe. So I'll be using that. You can also use a stick if it is a very fine area where you're applying it. So let's start. Also, I have glued this stencil so that there won't be any bleed throughs. This is a wooden tray, and this is a jute fabric from rice bag. We buy rice in these bags, and I just cut up one side of the bag and glued it on the tray. I'm trying to make a sign in for my kitchen. So let's start. So this is the batter consistency of the mix. There is a mix of 1 teaspoon of powder and 1 tablespoon of paint, chalk paint, Phenomena paint in it, and I have left it on a desk for 3-4 minutes so that it gets more thickened. When you freshly mix it, it's little bit thin, but if you leave it on like that, leave it in the cup like that, it will become like this. It's not runny at all. It's a thick batter. So let's start. Okay, so I'm done with the letters. Now I'm going to use green going down. It's easier this way. So I'm using a stick now just to show you how easy it is with the stick or with the spatula. This mixture which you see, it's a little bit of mixture in the bottom of a cup, and I have made this from 2 teaspoons of powder and almost 2.5 teaspoons of 2 teaspoons of paint. 2 teaspoons and 1 teaspoon. I left it, that's why it's a little bit thicker. but it depends, like depends on you what kind of consistency you want to use. You can put more powder, less paint. You can put less powder, more paint. Depends what kind of consistency you're looking for. And it also depends what kind of paint you are using, because this mixture can be, this powder can be used with any paint, any latex paint, not even chalk paint. If you don't have a chalk paint and you want to use it with a latex paint, you can even use it with a latex paint. You will have no problem making a raised stencil with AbraCadAbra when you are using a latex paint. It will give you the same result, so you will not have any problem. And the recipe which I give you on here is or on our website is for chalk paint, Phenomena paint, chalk paint. So I'm just taking out the excessive because I don't want a very thick layer here, like not an excessively thick layer. Just want to keep the level. So just want to try to level it out. There. So we're done with the green, and now Rusty Orchid. This is too thick, but this will work. So here, it's definitely easier with a putty knife because it covers more surface area and gives you a good layer. It's easier to even it out with a putty knife, but again it depends how thin or how detailed your stencil is. If it is a very detailed stencil and it's very close to each other and you're applying many different colors, probably stick is a better idea. If you're applying one color, probably putty knife is a better idea. Okay, so we're done with the application. Let's try taking it out and see how it looks. There. So you see, this is how it looks. It's very nice, pretty. Here I have it, when I'm taking it out, it took away some of the stencil from this part. Otherwise it's okay. So we can fix this. Later, slowly. And it's happening because the fabric is very hairy. This fabric is very hairy, so probably that's what it is causing. Takes a little bit of time. Yeah, it's slowly. Yeah, So now it's a little better. This is how it looks like. This is the first step in making this piece. I will be doing more work on this. I'll be doing some painting, and I'll do some decoration. I will leave this on for about 10 to 12 hours. If I do it in the evening, I usually touch it up in the morning, or if I do it in the morning, I usually leave it to dry until evening. So about an overnight drying time is required for this. But this is the first step. So I will show you the final product, and I'm going to work a little bit more on it with you in my next video, and we'll work on this soon. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed it. Have a nice evening. Take care.